What's good, y'all? Let's see who's in here. We'll wait for more people to get in here before we talk about these, Travis Scott fragments. Let me post this on my IG so everybody knows. What's good, y'all? What's good, Hustle Hard? What's good, OG Liam? What's good, Jordan? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more people to get in here so we can talk about these Travis right here, and we'll talk about some other stuff. We'll talk about the algorithm. We'll talk about Finishline exclusive access. We'll talk about reselling. We'll talk about taxes. We'll talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So hold on, let me post this on IG real quick so everybody know that I'm on live. 1 second. But yeah, man, my first time on live. So I want to get your guys' questions answered because I get a lot of messages every day. And, I apologize if I don't get back to you. It's just too many messages, but I want to get everybody's messages answered today on this live. So, but let me post this on my IG so everybody know that I'm on live. And then we'll talk about these Travis Scotts real quick. Okay. Let's go. Let me post this real quick. Take a picture of these right here. Put a link towards it. And let's get it. Okay, let's get it. So, man, we have 84 people in here. Let's wait till we get 100 people, and then we're gonna get this thing going. So, first off, what you guys think about the Finishline early access? What do you guys think about that, man? I want to hear your opinions on the Finishline exclusive access and how they're doing it. Because a lot of cities, man, like Atlanta, North Carolina, I saw a lot of New York, a lot of different, states are starting to get this exclusive access. But I want to see. I see. So okay, Jordan said he likes it. Okay. Okay, Dylan says he likes it. Brandon, nothing changed in Alabama yet. Yes, so Brandon, wait for Alabama because they're trying to get it all done by 2022. So just be patient. A lot of states, their first time was these Yeezys. I wish they'd stay with extra tickets. Yeah, extra tickets, man, was where it's at, but they took it out, man. Florida. So I saw someone from Florida actually get it. Who was that said that? Jay. So I saw someone from Florida that got it, but it depends where you are in Florida. But some places in Florida did get it. I don't see it in my area. Yes, a lot of areas do not have exclusive access yet. Melody got it in South Carolina. She got the Jordan 1 mids. App suck. Love it. Okay. So when Finishline bans your account, you just got to make a new account. So Finishline will ban your account if you basically buy an excessive amount of retros. Like for instance, if I go to Finishline and I buy 10 retros, they're going to flag it. So I made that mistake, I think last year. So those university gold 12s, I bought like 12 pairs. They let me buy like their whole stock, and I put it on my account. Next day they banned it. So be careful on Finishline. Don't go crazy on Finishline because they will ban your account if you keep buying too much. Finishline turned to Flex app. So the reason why Finishline is doing this, like I said, they want an incentive for people to buy for low. But this is also the reason with the botting. You guys don't understand. Botting Finishline was the move for like years. Like people will win so many pairs botting Finishlines because remember, you could just keep on. A bot can make so many emails, different fake emails, different accounts. So you can win a pair at every location if you have enough entries because it's an actual raffle. So they started with bot free access so they could actually, take out the botting because the botting was crazy with Finishline. People go crazy, with the bots. Nothing changing upstate yet. Yes, you gotta wait. Extra tickets. So extra tickets was the move, man. And it's crazy because I know a lot of people on Snipe Game learned about the extra tickets when I made that video, and a lot of people were hitting. Like I won University Blues. I won Hyper Royals off the extra entries because they were definitely where it was at. Yeah, a lot of people like the extra entries. Okay, so do big flex accounts still win? So we're going to talk about the flex app in this video when I talk about these Travis Scotts, because there's differences and there's things that happen on the flex app that, you know, a lot of people do not like. Bunch of resellers in Florida. There's resellers everywhere. There's resellers everywhere. New York, yeah, New York City going crazy for sure. 1 to 350. Sean, okay, I see you won the Yeezys. A lot of people did. It's New York. First JD Sports is open air in Phoenix. So JD Sports is always better than Finishline because they get way more stock. Like JD Sports get way more stock than Finishline. So if you have a JD in your area, you're good. You're good. I would try to get all these messages here. I heard about the IRS and now been 10K. So with the IRS, so I haven't done my research on the 10K, but somebody in Snipe Gang did show me that yesterday. I got to do some more research, but I think they are going to move it to 10K. The reason being, because if someone just has $600 in their account, like for instance, they sell PS5, they don't have a business. They just sold a PS5. They don't have a business. They had a PS5 on hand. They just want to sell it. They would have to file their taxes, but that's kind of ridiculous. That's ridiculous. If you're just a normal person and you have a PS5 and you just want to sell it and you sell that PS5, now you got to file your taxes for it. That's ridiculous. So I believe Biden will raise it up to 10K because the outrage has been crazy about, you know, it being $600. So I think it's going to be 10K because 600 is way too low. Because like literally, you could sell one of these. You cannot be a reseller and sell one of these, and now you got to file your taxes on it. Like it's ridiculous. So I hope they do it at 10K. Let me see everybody else's question. So do you think they're releasing on the sneakers app? That's tough. I still believe they're going to release on the sneakers app. I know they said it's not going to happen. It's because I don't remember a shoe. I know somebody in one of my videos said like, hey, the New Beginnings pack didn't release on sneakers. That's false. The New Beginning packs, they released it on Sneakers Pass. So every time there's an official image of a shoe, Sneakers always releases. There's not one shoe. Name a shoe. If you know a shoe in the comments, go in the comment section, tell me a shoe that Sneakers had as official images and it didn't drop. Because remember, there was official images of these from Nike. So I'm thinking they will drop, but we have to see. I don't know. It could be cold. I don't know. So, but I think they are going to drop because official images did come out with these. So I believe they're going to drop. You got to think about the trophy room. The trophy rooms dropped. Yes, they did exclusive access on it, but the trophies room is just as hype as these, and they dropped on sneakers as well. So I think these are going to drop for sure. Let me see. Do you think Ohio, Michigan got it? Yes. Ohio, Michigan do got early access for Finishline. Same with New York. I see a lot of people from New York, like I said, getting early access. Yes, Indiana was one of the first people that adopted, you know, the bot-free access. It was Denver and Indiana because I believe both corporate buildings are in Denver, Indiana, and it was a test dummy. They test dummied this bot-free access in a couple states before they give it out. That's what normal businesses do. They test certain things before they put it nationwide. So I think it's a good idea, but we will see. Soon as yeah, man. Hey, you gotta adjust. I mean, Finishline, you know, it's changed. I know you was winning on Finishline, but now you gotta change. So BC, I'm happy someone buying sneakers sucks for 9-to-5 professionals. So I want to touch on this too, guys. We're gonna get to the we are going, and guys, like this video, man. Let's get this thing to 100 likes. If you're in here, I see 183 people. If you're in here, make sure you like this video, man. Let's get this thing to 200 likes, man. I know there's 184 people, but let's get this to 200 likes. Like the video. So I know I get a lot of this question about people that work a 9-to-5. Yes, working at 9-to-5 is tough and reselling sneakers, but it's possible. But first of all, you got to understand, what do you want to do? If you want to resell sneakers, then you got to understand that you have to put that time after your 9-to-5. If you're just doing this for a side hustle, then it's cool. Work your 9-to-5, and if you can get a shoe, get a shoe. But the biggest resellers are doing this full time. And I know you guys think like, can I really make a full-time income with reselling sneakers? Guys, you can make so much money reselling sneakers. It's ridiculous. But you have to be consistent. You have to put the work in, because at the end of the day, The market is saturated. Everybody wants to be a reseller, but you need to be consistent. That is the biggest thing. And you can make a lot of money reselling sneakers. But like I said, you have to separate yourself from all the other resellers. You have to do things different. You have to, build a brand. You have to be able to make relationships with people, because at the end of the day, that's how you start selling sneakers. And guys, you think about it. If you watched my vlog yesterday when I went to the mall, I made $1,000 in about 2 hours. Sure, the shoes are not sold yet, but that's $1,000 in 2 hours. Like, there's not many corporate jobs that are going to do that, but I'm not downplaying corporate jobs, because I feel like jobs are very important, but it just depends what you want to do. Like for me, I really didn't want to work a 9 to 5. So that's why I went to reselling sneakers. But then again, somebody else could want to do something else. So it depends on what you want to do. Let me see. You have to be quick when you get early. So guys, for real, man, when you get early access on Finishline app, you have to be quick, because it's on a first come, first serve basis. So they choose accounts that are winning, are getting the exclusive access. Then you have to go. You have to go quick. So make sure you have Finishline notifications on. You got to make sure you're quick, because you can, like, someone can take the size that you want, and now you got to pick a different size. So here's the one thing that Finishline has to take into realization, that, people are going to get sizes that they don't want, and they're going to just resell those sizes. So that's one thing with exclusive access, is like, hey, if your size is gone, you got to pick another size. So you got to be quick. Got to be quick. Okay, so JC, yes, you bought 4 retros at once. Were they the same retro? Because usually when it's the same retro, they might flag it. But the time when they flagged my account, I bought like 12 of them. So that's why I think I got flagged. But if you buy a couple of them, you should be fine. What's up, Dylan? What's good? Mark Money was good, baby. How you feeling, bro? Sniper, I've been buying on Flex for points, but all the heat is only big cities, so why try? So, Brandon, with the Flex app, with Flex, I know a lot of the big cities have all the heat, but you need to continue with this Flex app, because guess what? There's going to be GRs in the area that you're going to want. Like, for instance, the patent leather breads, the Cool Gray 11s. So you still want to be consistent with it. You still want to buy those bricks, if you like certain bricks where you can make some money off of, because at the end of the day, you still want to be active on your account. What's good, Vontae? What's good, bro? So you reserve it or you pick up in store. So on exclusive access, you pick up in store. You reserve it with your points. You redeem that exclusive access with your points, and then you go in store and buy it. So guys, man, we're gonna get into this Travis Scott. How I end up winning. You got to have a lot of capital and stay on top of your stores. Yes, King Profit. So to resell sneakers, it's you do need capital. You do need a lot of capital. Like, for instance, in my sneaker room, you see back here, I'm not including my personal pairs, like all the pairs. Like, I maybe have around $70,000 plus worth of inventory. Yes, I have a lot of capital, and that's why I can have shoes just here. But when you're beginning, you can do a rinse and repeat. Like, for instance, like if your capital is only $2,000, if you're hitting on retros, for instance, like a bigger GR like the Oreo 5s. You get the Oreo 5s, you pay $1,000, you win 5 pairs. You end up getting 5 pairs, spend that $1,000. You charge $250, you make $50 profit on each, and then you start growing your capital. So you don't have to have high capital to end up becoming a bigger reseller. You just have to start small, and then eventually your capital will get bigger. So you got to start somewhere. You don't need to start off with a high capital to be successful. You just have to be very smart with what you're doing to be able to be, a really good reseller. So it's all about being strategic. So that's the biggest thing. So let me think. One and only Snipe. What do you do when you're trying to establish a relationship in store? No one does anything for free. What are you offering your plug in return for favor that you do? So that's a great question, one and only. So I get the question all the time, man. How do I create relationships? How do I have plugs in store? So one thing for me, I personally don't get pairs backdoor like that, because number one, in Chicago, they are taxing. They are taxing. So if I get the shoe, for instance, like a Cool Gray 11, I got to pay $400, $500 for it. It's just the profit margin is not enough. So for me, I usually don't buy a shoe unless I can make 15% profit margin, like a profit margin of 15%. And with that, Cool Gray 11, they're charging me so much, so there's no point. But what I do, I make relationships with people in the mall, like the retail stores, like the Finishlines, the the Foot Lockers, the Foot Actions, because the biggest thing, this is what I do. I shop there a lot. Number one thing when you want to create a relationship in a store, you have to go to the store and actually shop there a lot. Next thing you do, you always talk to people. Just go around there every time you're in there, talk to people, because people will do favors for people that they actually know. If they don't know you, then they're not going to do you favors. Same thing going with backdooring. You have to go there, create relationships. Next thing you do, like for me, a lot of them hit me up like, "Hey, Sniper, we got this, and this," and I don't really charge. I don't really pay them or put no money in their pocket, because they just rock with me, because I always talk to them. I'm always nice to them. Like, the one thing that I do the best, I believe, is I'm nice to everyone, even if people are rude to me. There's some people that know that I'm a bigger reseller in Chicago, so they necessarily won't let me do certain things. Like, for instance, like with tax exemption, sometimes people won't let me use it. Like, "Hey, you resell. I know you. I see you on YouTube. You can't use your tax exempt," even though tax exemption is meant for businesses. So they just don't really know. They just don't like me. They don't like me making money off the shoes that are in their store. But other people, the other times, be like, "Hey, Sniper, we have this and this. You can take these 3 pairs. You're good. We got this in the back." And even not too long ago, I got Kobe's at the store, even though they said they were sold out, because I talked to the people. But regarding, that's not everybody. So regarding with backdooring, yes, you need to create that relationship first. And then once that relationship is built, then you can be like, "Hey, bro, I'm trying to get these shoes early. What can you do for me?" But that relationship has to be built first. You can't just go to a store and be like, "Hey, give me all your pairs." They'll be like, "What are you talking about?" That relationship has to be built. And my brother is the king of backdooring in DC. He's the king of backdooring. And in where he's at, they basically charge a retail price for getting his stuff backdoor. But what he does, I'm gonna tell you guys, what he does is that he gets them shoes that they need. Like, for instance, like if the off-white comes out, he'll get them an off-white. But that's nothing to them give them the whole stock. So if you want to backdoor, you want to start off backdooring, start with boutiques and mom and pops, because they will allow you to, they'll bend, they're more flexible bending the rules. But don't get wrong, flex stores and Finishline, they backdoor as well. They backdoor a lot as well. But it needs to be that relationship. That's the biggest thing. So that was a great question about, how to get backdooring. It's just about relationships. And yes, once that time comes, you probably got to give them some money. You got to pay their price. But create that relationship first, because that will make you a long way. And let me get some more. That was a great question, by the way. Man, I got a lot of questions. I'm trying to get to everybody right here. All entries are Miami, New York, Chicago stores only. So why buy for points at Alabama style? So Alabama. So Brandon, buy from Alabama because there's good GRs there. Like, for instance, like the University Blues that came out, like the Cool Grays that are coming out, like the patent leather ones that are coming out. Those are going to be bigger GRs. Yeah, the patent leather is going to be more limited because it's a Jordan 1, but it's a general release. So that's why you need to that's why you need to do your work, even if you're in Alabama, because you will be able to win those pairs over the other people. So that's the biggest thing. Saul said the account I made for my sister got banned, and I don't know why. So I haven't seen Flex really banning accounts like that anymore. So it could have been like, I don't really know. I don't really know why your account got banned. Did you try to call the store? One thing that you don't want to do with Flex, never call the customer service, because they can dig into your account and see, if anything fishy goes on. So never call the Flex stores, because that can backfire on you. I got the easy in New York. Yeah, New York went crazy. I'm gonna get a few more questions, then I'm gonna go into the Travis Scotts. I'm trying to see. I haven't hit Jack on Flex with 850K. Yeah, man. Just either one thing is try to buy some more stuff or make a new account. That's what I can tell you. One and only. Okay, couple more questions. Biden's ruining our population, Sniper. Just saying. Hey, Trump is not coming for 2024 because he can't get reelected. But you see that they're changing things because people were outraged, like I said, with the 600 limit. So I believe they're going to increase it to 10,000. So hey, that's better than $600. So that's one thing I have. Okay, I want to know if you're the first come first serve. Call your store. Every store is different. Yes, first come first serve. You just gotta did the Nike in Naperville open it? No, it did not open yet. Just stay tuned. It hasn't opened yet. Waitlisted connection. Yeah, connections is everything, man. That's the biggest thing. That's the name of the game with the sneaker community. Is connections is everything. Because like a lot of people got these backdoored. These were heavily backdoored, man. You see your sneaker plug that got these. These were heavily backdoored as well. So it's like it's all about connections. All about connections. These were heavily backdoor. Okay, Brandon, you said I work 2 p.m. to 3 a.m. and set an alarm for sneakers app every day. I just collect for personals. Yeah, that's dedication, man. That's dedication. I give you props on that, Brandon. I don't want to resell. I just want to wear my pairs. Yeah, BC, you're right. You don't want to resell that. That's great. But how the climate, how the sneaker climate is, like, you have to almost resell a little bit so you can get the advantage. Like, there's nobody that's spending $10,000 on Foot Locker. People that got millions of points at Foot Locker are not spending. And even if the algorithms changes, it changed already. The people that are winning are still spending a lot of money. You think about it. Someone that has 800,000 points, they spent $8,000 at Foot Locker. So it's like you have to resell a little bit so you can get shoes, buy them, but sell them back. But you don't have to really be a reseller. But your best chances are sneakers app, your local shops, your local boutiques, anything you can go to a raffle. But the sneaker climate has changed. But I believe it's going to go back to 2018 once COVID settles, once things starts coming back on time. Because, man, the ports are absolutely chaos, man. It's chaos on the ports of, the California ports, the New York port. It's chaos. Like, a lot of stuff is not going to come on time for Christmas. I'll tell you that. A lot of stuff is not going to come on time. Yes, the flex algorithm has changed. We'll talk about that. It's not do when you're trying to establish a relationship at a store. Okay, I said that already. Come in late, had to rewind this one. Keep up. Appreciate you, Jonathan, for seeing it. If you have an LLC, just to print the tax exempt form and fill it out, EN number, etc. It's a form. Just print out. If you have LLC, just print the tax exempt form and fill it out. Yeah. So yeah, yes sir. It's not Jumperman Chris. What's good, baby? What's good, baby? We gotta Jumperman Chris. We gotta get on a live together for the tax exempt, man. Not the tax exempt. I mean the IRS. Things going to IRS. We gotta get on live, man. Jumperman. Yeah, man. We gotta get on live. I appreciate you, man. We gotta talk soon for real. We gotta talk soon for real. Let me see. JMK the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we need to get that soon, man. I'm gonna hit you up. Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna call you so we can, set that up and get on live and help people with these taxes, man. Because 2022 is gonna be is good. Things are gonna be different. Yes, it might be 10,000, but 10,000 is not that much money. So be prepared as well. All that stuff. It's a blurry line. Even with the 10,000 is. Because you can say what's. I know PayPal has a goods and services or friends and family. A lot of people will jug it and just do friends and family for stuff. But it's gonna be interesting what they do if Zelle and all those things and Cash App has goods and services or friends and family if they do that. So it's gonna be very interesting. Okay, ATL's in a bit. I see you, Makai. I don't make Finishline account if my previous account was banned. So you just make a new email. Put your name on there, and it's a new account. Just make a new email if it's banned. So you guys start all over. So guys, okay, so we have 252 people on here. Let's get this thing to 200 likes. So let's talk about these Travis Scott fragments and how I was able to win these Travis Scott fragments. I know you guys are waiting for this. So I knew the Travis. So if you go back over to my IG, once Travis Scott fragments was on Flex app, I was like, okay, I need to strategize. I don't know what's going on. The Flex app kind of changed a little bit. My accounts weren't winning like that. But basically, when I found out they were going back on the Flex app, I basically spent like a madman. Like I literally spent $10,000 plus in like a week on one account. I spent like $10,000 plus on that one account to try to win these fragments. So I was spending every single day. Every single day, I was spending like 1,000 plus every single day. And I did that every single day until the Travis Scott fragments came out. And once, they did the reservations, I put my entries in on that account that one, because you got to think about it. My other accounts, my sister account. So guys, I know you're going to get the question, Sniper, how many accounts you have? So guys, I have a big family. So my wife has an account. my brothers have an account, my mom has an account, my dad has an account, everybody in my family has a Flex account, so I can win multiple pairs. Because remember, they crack down with people with the same name and stuff like that. So you need to be careful with Flex. Try to get as many people's. And yes, you can kind of sometimes put your middle name as the first name, which works, and your last name, that can work as well. But be kind of careful with Flex. Put in so many accounts with the same name because they can easily flag it. But the best possible thing is to get a lot of your people, probably family, to make accounts so they can help you out. But back to the Flex. So I spent like $10,000 literally in a week so I can try to win these. So when I went for the reservations, I just put them in and I prayed, and luckily that account won. So that account had around 5 million points. That account had around 5 million points, but I was at 4 million a week before. So I spent $10,000 in that week span, and I won. You gotta think about it. I won a GS pair and a men's pair. So what I did actually worked. I know the algorithm was a little bit different, but I think because I spent so much and so frequently every single day, they gave me that W. Because you got to think about it. The Travis Scott fragment, there had to be at least a million. There had to be at least a million entries, a million plus entries, and I actually won. And then going to California, there was only like 10 people. Like literally for GS pairs, there was literally like one size run of each size. There was only like seven pairs of the GS sizes. So I had to be the best account. And for the men's sizes, they had maybe like 24 pairs, 20 pairs. So my account had to be the best account because I was spending so frequently. Yes, there was people with more like bigger accounts than mine. But since I spent so much and so much frequently in that week period, they gave me the W. That's the only way I can like think about like how I ended up winning, even though my account wasn't 20 million, 10 million. It was a 5 million account, and I just spent like $10,000 within that week once the fragments came out. So that's what I did. I spent like a madman, and I ended up winning these. And I know people are saying like, man, Sniper, how can you just spend $10,000? Like these just cost $3,500. You got to think about it. All that $10,000 that I spent, I resold those sneakers. So I made money on that $10,000 that I spent in that week. But I was literally a bad man. I was going to every mall in Chicago just buying a whole bunch of stuff that I saw that I can resell. And that's how I ended up winning these Travis Scott fragments, because I was, buying and buying and doing it for every single day for that week. I bought every single day for that week. And then I ended up winning these. So it was worth it. And I won 2 pairs. Don't forget. I won a GS pair, which is still a men's pair because this is like an exclusive shoe. And I won a men's pair. So hey, that's how I won. So that's what I did. That's how I did to end up winning. I know a lot of people was like, man, Sniper, how do you end up winning? How you win those? That's what I did. I spent a whole bunch of money. Even though the Flex algorithm switched, I was like, hey, let me just be consistent and spend a lot of money with the store and see if I can win. And I ended up winning. And one of my other guys, JP, I don't know if you guys know, he's a bigger reseller in Chicago. He won as well, and he did something similar to me. He just bought a whole bunch of crap during that time, and he won as well. So that was the biggest thing. But Flex has switched their algorithm. That's one thing I want to talk about. Flex switched their algorithm. So it's more so the Flex algorithm is not random, meaning that, hey, everybody has to have a fair chance. It's not. They have, in my opinion, there's a sweet spot. So from what I see, like the sweet spot is like those, like, and I want to hear you guys in the comments as well. Like, let me know like what you think the sweet spot was. I think it's like around like 500,000, like around at 500,000 and like 700,000, like around that. I feel like that's the sweet spot. And I see bigger accounts are winning again. Like my bigger accounts are winning again, but they're not hitting like they were. So I want to hear you guys in the comments section, like what you guys have seen with the Flex app, and if like the Flex app is actually, that sweet spot for like 500,000, like 700,000. Let me know. I think that's the case, but it's like up there. But I know it's not random because I have a guy that bots, and he said he can tell from the Flex monitors, like their monitors, that is not random. It's on determination or something like that. Like it's an actual algorithm. It's not like a randomized like what Finishline does. They actually pick certain things or certain trends, so they pick their winners. So see, like Mike said I'm hitting almost every release with 830,000 points in Chicago, Mike, you're right. Those smaller, like that 500,000, 700,000, 800,000. I know those accounts are the ones that are always hitting. You got to think about it. Flex catered to those bigger accounts for so long, and they want to switch things up because they were getting so many complaints. Like I talked to so many people from Foot Locker. I know you guys, back in the day when I was telling you a lot of information about Flex, like I'm just not making a lot of that Flex stuff up. I'm actually getting information from people that work in the business, in the Foot Locker business. So they were telling me that they were getting a lot of complaints about the big accounts winning, and they had to do something. So that's why I believe like that 800,000, 500,000 is like the sweet spot of winning, because that is like what a normal person would buy, but still 800,000, $8,000 a year for a normal person. That's still a lot of money for a normal person. But I feel like that's what they did. But Mike said 800,000 is what, is what's killing. And Mark Money said that he had 300,000 and he was hitting. Like those smaller accounts were you starting to hit. So, what do you say the Flex algorithm is back to the old ways where just pick the accounts with the most points? No, Chase, it's not back to its old ways. The bigger accounts are starting to win again because the Flex did not want to alienate those big accounts because those are people that are spending money. So bigger accounts are winning a little bit more, but the bigger accounts are not winning everything, if that makes sense. They're not winning everything. Like some big accounts win, but a lot of smaller accounts are winning now. And Justin Raffy said it's 2 million. Hey, it might be 2 million. This is just what I'm thinking just by experimenting, like what different accounts are winning. And I see like the smaller accounts like 500,000, 800,000 have been winning a lot. So that's what I think. Snipe about to have everybody. No, guys, don't spend your whole check at Flex. Don't spend your whole check at Flex. The reason why I did this because I was able to get I had a good possibility of winning these. And you see, I wore these. Like you see, they're worn. So yeah, don't spend your whole check at Flex. And plus the algorithm switched, so don't do that. Do you ever find members denying the use of the same Flex account for multiple purchases for the same shoes? Yes, I've seen that before, Gabe. Like not allowing that Flex account to go. Like they want you to use different Flex account. It depends who works. Like that's why I try to have a relationship with the Flex people, the Flex employees, because at the end of the day, I buy a lot of my inventory from there. So I always want to have good relationships. Remember, relationships are so key. I hate Foot Locker raffle system. Hey, I hope they go back to normal. But so Silas, what do you mean you hate the new Flex algorithm, or you hated the old one? Say in the comments. There's like 3 tiers: big accounts, middle accounts, and low level accounts. Seeing all 3 hitting. Yes, Derek, that is correct. When Flex algorithm, they're having different. So one thing that they did do, and I'm for sure they did this, is that for a period of time, they had smaller accounts winning everything. Like the Travis Scott Lows in LA, a lot of small accounts won that shoe because I guess a lot of big accounts won the highs, but a lot of small accounts won the lows. If you won the lows, comment below, comment to the side and let me know how many points you had. But I had over 100 people tell me they won the Travis Scott Lows at LA, and they told me like their accounts were 300,000, 400,000, like something so small. I'm like, what? Like, so a lot. So they made that switch, but now they went back to bigger accounts. Some are hitting, some middle accounts, and some lower accounts. But I do see more lower accounts hitting. But I know they're doing 3 tiers. I forgot who said that, but I do see 3 tiers winning. But I feel like the lower accounts are winning a lot more than the bigger accounts. Everyone with the old accounts have been winning more. Okay, G, you said has everybody with the old accounts been winning more? No, not people. I've seen people with newer accounts with 300,000 that have been winning 500,000. I'm right at 800, 908K. I've been hitting every release recently. Okay, so you see, like there's different numbers, but I have been seeing the people that have that 500,000 to 800,000 winning. But there's 3 tiers. People are winning that winning with middle accounts, small accounts, and big accounts. So hit all the pandas. Okay. Justin Rapid City, who hit all the pandas. Talk about how you spoofed your location. So it's easy to spoof your location on the Flex app. You just got to pick the location where the shoes are. So it's not really, you're spoofing your location, but you're really not. All you're doing, and guys, let's get this to 200 likes. I see 285 people in here. Let's get this to 200 likes. Hit that like button. Let's get it 200 likes. So you spoof your location just by putting the area code that the shoes are releasing. So I just put Los Angeles or whatever area code it was, and it showed me the shoe. and then I entered. So you're spoofing your location, but it's not that hard. I know some secrets. Rudy, I want to hear your secrets, bro. Rudy said he has some secrets about Flex. I want to hear them. I have a lot of points and I hit all the drops, including those really limited random in-store drops, hoping to hit the shy UNC and Hyper Royal drops. Oh yeah, Chicago guys. You guys don't know Chicago's is having the UNCs and the Hyper Royals as well. How many points you got, Chase? How many points do you got? Oh, you have a lot of points, so I'm guessing 5 million plus. He be hitting everything. Hibby's got the best raffle system. Don't got to spend a lot of money to win. So I don't really know how Hibby's do their raffles. Comment below. Who's that? Silas, let me know how Hibby do the raffles. I really don't rock with Hibby's like that, but let me know how Hibby's do the raffle. Do you have one Pollins in a 9.5? Yes, I do. I do have Pollins in a 9.5. Guys, hold on 1 second. I gotta get the doorbell. 1 second. Back. I had to get that doorbell real quick. But yeah, so stop buying little bit and now I don't hit at all. Yeah, man. So Dylan, I would recommend, you keep buying again or make a new account. That's the things that I can tell you to do. Okay, John, seems like the second you pass 1 million points, they slow you down. It's possible, man. It's possible. It seems like, people with those bigger accounts aren't hitting as much, but I do see people with big accounts also hitting as well. But the most common accounts that I see in these recent past couple of months have been those smaller accounts. Okay, Danny said his 5.5 million has been hitting a lot. So I said there's different tiers. Like big accounts are going to win some, but like I said, those smaller accounts I do see hitting a little more. So there's multiple tiers that are hitting. It's not just all big accounts. It's not all small accounts. It's not all middle accounts. It's all tiers, but I do see that smaller tier being a little bit bigger. I have a lot of points and I hit all the drops, including those really limited. Okay, yo. So David said his 3 million has been winning, but his 700 account hasn't. So hey, so Flex, I can give Flex credit here. Flex has made their algorithm almost not unpredictable, but they've made it to a point where it's like there's no true formula. Like there's no true formula for the to win. So I give Flex kudos for that. But here's one thing that Flex got to realize: when things go back to normal and pandemic is gone, people are not buying sneakers like crazy, the sneaker industry slows down just a little bit, there's going to be a lot of stuff sitting. And you guys got to notice with the Flex app, people were buying everything when the algorithm was, if you won, the incentive was if you buy more you win. Everything was gone. I don't care what it was. In Chicago, everything was gone. But now, since the algorithm is not that anymore, a lot of things are sitting now. You see my vlogs in Chicago. You see me on Instagram at Chicago. A lot of stuff sits. It sits because people don't have that incentive, and that's why Finishline has went to exclusive access, because it gives people incentive to buy at their store, and also they're giving people that actually are loyal to them the inventory, the actual shoe. So that's why Finishline has been switched to exclusive access. So Flex got to be careful. I mean, Flex is they're a multi-billion-dollar company, so they'll be cool regardless. But if they want to keep on increasing and doing great, I feel like they need to get people that are actually spending the most money. Those W's. Lowe's at Foot Locker. Okay, Armando. Yeah, you did text me about winning the Travis Scott Lowe's, and you said you had like 500,000 points. So have you been hitting more since the algorithm change or before the? So I've been hitting more before the change. When it was about the most points, I won every release. I don't care. I won everything. But now I've been winning a less more. And guys, don't get it wrong. I still win a lot on Flex, but I don't win as much as I used to. So I still win a lot, but not as much as I used to. So that's the biggest thing. Okay, Adam said 3.8. What's the chance I hit the State Street restart with 3 million account? So Dylan, it's gonna depend what size you go for. That's gonna be the biggest thing. It's gonna depend on the size that you go for. If you got a good size and there's a lot of pairs, you have a good possible winning. But if you go for something that's they don't have that many pairs, it's gonna be harder. So that's the biggest thing with that restock. I have a lot of points that I hit all the drops. Okay. Yeah, people with a lot of points are winning. And Armando said he won it with the Travis Scott Lowe's with 700,000 points. Stop. Okay, dude, all those points I had used for head starts, it still never hit. So it's really not about so the head starts are, you need to do the head starts, but they're not the end all be all with the head starts. It's not the end all be all with the head start. God, let's get this at 300 likes, man. Let's get this 300 likes. We're at 206. Let's get it 300 likes. But the head starts are not the end all be all. So you gotta keep buying or start a new account, either or. John said, depends on where you're at. A small suburb city near big cities, the best places to target and size choice matters a lot. Yes, the stock and size choice matters so many. So I didn't win the dunks. I forgot to do the dunks on the Bordeaux dunks. I forgot to do them, man. I'm sometimes bad with flex reservations because I have so much going on, but I do need to be more disciplined. I didn't do the dunks today. For the dunks today, my girl's account was hit. My second account was hit, but my mom account too many didn't hit. See, it's told you those tears. So let me hear. 1.5 million point I hit on GS dunks every drop, men's dunk every now and then. Okay. People asking, don't you remember you getting 100 plus pairs? Asking, don't you remember? So guys, I want to talk about one thing, guys. I remember, man, when COVID was coming on, the Fire Red 4s. So many people slept on the Fire Red 4s. So many people slept on the Fire Red 4s, man. I made so much money on the Fire Red 4s, and they were sitting at every single mall in Chicago. So, guys, don't sleep on Jordan 4s if you want to resell. Don't sleep on Jordan 4s for real, especially if they're OG colorway. So, typically the most stock on Jordan 1s, it really depends. It depends. I personally go for size 9 because it's a common size 10, but it really depends by the store. So, if you have a friend or somebody that can give you the stock numbers, because there's people out there that they'll give you the stock numbers and they can basically not ring it, but basically look it up by style code and let you know what stores, how many pairs they have. So if you have somebody, they can do that. Dick Sporting Good had wristbands today for the Yeezys. Decent shoe in your opinion? Those Yeezys, I don't know, because they're just so weird, like different colors and swirls, and I don't know. I don't know with those Yeezys, man. I usually don't buy Yeezys like that, but if you get them for retail, I say pick them up, especially if they're 350s. Pick it up for retail, you'll make a few bucks. Let's say if you wear a size 10 and I can wear a size 10, put multiple raffles each side for Hibbits, it will higher your chances of winning. Have your family members, friends excel. So okay, Hibbits. Okay, you can put multiple raffles, so you're just making new emails, I'm guessing. Making new emails for Hibbits, so that's how they do it. Okay, so doing first come first. I'm sick of those. So first come first serve is tough. First come first serve is tough because stores understand, like, people are very passionate about shoes, and it can go bad easy. That's why people don't do first come first serve. Like, people just, you saw what happened at California at the Shoe Palace with someone getting shot with some shoes, because that's the reason why they avoid first come first serve, because it's so much chaos. So it's rare, but you can find some spots if you call them, hey, you're doing first come first serve. Like, for instance, like there's some stores in Chicago like City Sports. They tax you. They make like a retro's 190. They'll charge you 250, but it's first come first serve. So hey, you just got to look around in your area. That's the biggest thing. I spent 100,000 on sneakers since '88. Been in the game, went through a lot of collections that I had to sell. Daddy duties happen. So one thing, guys, and I'm happy you said that, Fat Boy Kicks, is that when you're a reseller, you want to find people that are trying to sell their collections. You know why? So I'm going to make a video. So I have somebody that I'm buying like a part of their collections, a guy I did business with for a long time, a good friend of mine. And he sold me his collection, and I paid so under what the market value is because he needed the money right away. And the shoes that I got were Travis Scott highs, like the OG Travis Scott highs from sneakers. I got the off-white black ones, the OG. I got the off-white, those Halloween looking ones. I got Travis Scott 4s. I got what else? I got Union 4s. I got all this stuff for so not like crazy, like dirt cheap, but really like way less than market value, because like he needed to get rid of his collection because he was buying a new home. So guys, if you could find people that are need money because they're trying to buy a new car or buy a new home, those are the people you should target, because you can make a lot of money buying their collection. So it's good to buy collections, because there's so much profit when you buy whole collections. There's just so much profit. Yeah, yeah, boosted sun. Like the fire red fours, man, they were bricks. But you see, if it's an OG colorway and especially a Jordan 4, like the GS Jordan 4 fire reds were sitting for weeks. Like they're similar to the Lightnings, but they sat even longer. And guys, don't sleep on the Lightnings, man. That's a shoe you do not want to sleep on. It's a Lightning 4s because the Lightning 4s are going to go up in price. You saw how they, the Flex app shut down for like a day because of the Lightning 4s because people want that shoe. And like I said in my video, you look at StockX. You look at StockX, and the Lightning 4s are by far its highest selling shoe for so long. So Lightning 4 is a shoe you do want. You do if you get it for retail, closer retail, go and buy them because you'll be able to sell them for some profit. Okay, they're possibly getting on a local mall. So it's hard to, Lightning 4s just depends on the area you're in. Like in Chicago, they have more Lightning 4 GS sitting, but it depends on the area that you're in. I'm in Minnesota, and we never. Where did that go? Talk about Minnesota. Man, I just lost you. I'm in Minnesota. You never have anything, maybe because I in the afternoon find the stores. How do you go to the malls in the morning? So I usually try to go to the malls in the morning for sure. And I said, like, create relationships with people so you can know, like, when the mall gets stuff. Because a lot of times, like, guys, Chicago is a beast with reselling. Chicago is a beast. You guys think like your city is, good. Like there's a lot of resellers in your city. Chicago, New York is number one. New York resellers are different, but Chicago, there's a lot of resellers. So you need to create relationships. So if you get word on something, like for instance, from like another reseller or from someone that works at the store or somebody that knows a lot of inside information, that's why people use cook groups. I personally don't use cook groups, but I know so many people that I can get word of what's going on. But you got to have connections so you can know when those are going on. Especially, I don't know how reselling is in Minnesota, but you can try going to the mornings, but make those connections with the mall so you can get some shoes. And yeah, so first come sub is tough, and things can happen. I've seen a lot of fights that almost happen in first come first serve, so it's crazy. Fire red were not breaks, made 100 a pop, all 14 pair. Yes, it just depends. Like for instance, a lot of people sell on StockX. If you sell on StockX, there are technically breaks. After tax, they're 209. The after payout is 2 4 whatever 15. So you could technically call them a bricks. But if you're able to have yourself, that's one thing I want to tell you guys. Don't rely on StockX. If you want to do reselling for a living, you really want to resell, don't rely on StockX to sell your shoes. Start selling your shoes on your own. Make your own Facebook. Number one thing, Facebook, you can sell a lot of stuff. Go on Marketplace, go on Facebook groups. You can start selling your stuff there. Go on OfferUp. I know meeting with people is kind of sketchy. People are saying it's sketchy, but just go to a public place where you're safe, police station, make that transaction. That's how I started reselling. But start making those relationship with different clients so you can sell your fire red 4s at that time for $100 above retail. So that's the main thing. If you want to start being able to sell stuff, start making moves that you can have a clientele. I have over 18 million. Man, Chase, he has over 18 million points. How many you got on your larger? You spend so much more than me. Happy to PM and show you to person message show you on Insta. Chase, wow, 18 million. So with all my family accounts, it's way over 18 million with all combined. But as my one biggest account is probably close to 6 million. It's at 6 million, around 6 million. But with my family accounts that they help me out with, it's way more than 18. But as one account, it's not close to 18 million. So Chase, the question is, are you winning with that 18 million account? That's the question. Are you still winning? Because a lot of people that have those huge accounts weren't really winning like that. So that's the big question. So JD and Finishline leftovers can work this way. They can either backdoor, they can give it to you after 5 p.m. or they'll give it to you the next day. You just got to know what the Finishline does. The leftover pairs, like for instance, like one of my malls, they let them go at 5 p.m., but the other mall near me lets them go at the end of the day. So you just got to know the mall. You think Philly's going to do leftovers in the pink dunks tomorrow? Yes, they are going to do leftovers probably for pink. So guys, it depends on location. Like for instance, Chicago on those gray dunks, the vast gray or I forgot what they're called, the university gray. Some Foot Lockers let them go, some didn't. So it depends on your location, but I believe they're going to leave those pink ducks tomorrow. First of all, it's still going on, but they don't announce it. That's where connections coming. Yeah, Derek. First come, first serves do go on with different stores, but you gotta get those connections because that will let you know for sure. Oh yeah, Jonathan, I do hoop. I played D1 ball at University of North Florida. It's a D1 in the Atlantic Sun. So I do hoop. I'm around a lot of people when they see me, they're like, "What, Sniper? You're 6'5"?" So I'm a 6'5" guy, long. So I do hoop. I'm a shooting guard in college, and I still hoop. Every single day. So you guys might catch me at a open gym or something. So I do hoop. Yeah, Fire Red Force or where's that? Lightning Force sitting at Jimmy Jazz on the East Coast. Hope that helps. Yeah, Jimmy Jazz. So if you have a Jimmy Jazz by you, check because there's Lightning Force. A lot of places the Lightning Force are sitting. So check your Jimmy Jazz. So guys, Brandon, I know you're talking about the 15K giveaway. Guys, that giveaway is still happening. I'm gonna do it around Christmas time. Reason being, I want to give people stuff Christmas. Christmas is about giving. So that 15K giveaway is going to be around Christmas time. I am going to announce that. So stay tight. I'm still giving people their chance to win some shoes, but that's going to happen around Christmas. So, stay there. So Brandon, I got you, bro. Um, Yeezys are Hibbits available. So those Yeezys are everywhere. Those Yeezys, City Sports Chicago is getting those Yeezys. Like a lot of different boutiques that normally don't get Yeezys are getting Yeezys. So they're probably, a big GR Yeezy. Guys, let's get this to 300 likes, man. I see 269 people here. So I want, let's get this at 300 likes. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. So we're going to stay on this for about 9 more minutes. I got to go and do a few things, but 9 more minutes. We want to still talk for a little bit more. Let me answer a couple more questions. Marketplace is the absolute best place to sell sneakers. Yeah, Marketplace, bro. I'm telling you right now, some of the biggest resellers in Chicago are sell on Facebook. Like Facebook is just so lucrative. Like people that make multiple six figures reselling sneakers basically sell on Facebook. So guys, don't limit Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups, having friends from sneaker friends on your friends list. I'm telling you guys right now, Facebook is by far the most underrated place to become a big time reseller or to create relationships with people in Facebook groups and Marketplace and everything. So, guys, don't underestimate Facebook. I've sold over 300 pairs in the last year on Marketplace. Wow. LU Huger said he sold over 300 pairs in the last year. That's great. No seller fees on shoes over 100 on eBay for a limited time, probably till the end. No, so no, eBay is going to continue with that. There's no fees over $100. So guys, the reason why I sell so many sneakers is because I sell in multiple different ways. eBay, my own website, Facebook, on just creating those. I really don't sell on Facebook like that no more. But that's how I started selling. It was on Facebook. So I created those relationships like clientele. Like guys, you need to take advantage of all platforms. That's the biggest thing. You got to take advantage of all platforms. Let's get that at 300 likes, guys. We're at 242. Let's get it to 1,000 likes. Yeah, I'm winning. I haven't got a L in a month. Okay. Man, let me get a couple more questions in. Marketplace absolute best. My 4 million flex account hasn't hit it. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Though it's just varies. Flex did a good job. Flex did a good job for real on that. So we'll see how it will, if they'll change it or it'll stay the same. How much flex do you have on all your accounts? It's around 5 million. It's around that mark. 5 million, 4 million is around that mark. Yeah, a lot of times employees don't like giving out info. That's where you got to try to create those relationships. Keep shopping there, create a relationship, and you'll get that info. Oh yeah, Alabama, we better get some. Most stores get 24. Okay, yeah, Holiday 11 is going to have most stock. The thing about it is like when you're not in a bigger city or you're in a, I don't know what part of Alabama you're in. If it's a rural area, you're not going to get a lot of stock because that store doesn't produce a lot of revenue or there's not a lot of traffic. So that's going to be a reason why. Because what Foot Locker, they allocate their pairs based on the traffic of the store. So if your store doesn't do anything in revenue, they're not going to allocate you a lot of pairs. The reason why Chicago gets allocated a lot of pairs because these stores do so much money in revenue. Like some like the stores that I go in Chicago, like they do so much in revenue. So of course, Nike, Foot Locker, whatever. It's not Nike. Foot Locker is going to allocate them, the most pairs because they have so much revenue. They know they're going to sell at their store. So that's the reason why. Check your DM, Snipe. I sent pics. Okay, Mark Buddy, I got you. Save this live. Yes, I am definitely gonna save this live because I know there's a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff that's on this live, guys. I'm gonna end it right at the 1 hour mark. So 5 more minutes. If you have more questions, answer, your comment below so I can get them done. 5 more minutes. Let's get it 300 likes, guys. We're almost at 300 likes. Let's get it 300 likes. So I have in my collection, I have around 120, maybe 120, 130 in my collection. And one thing I want to say, I'll go a little bit over an hour. What time is it right now? So one thing I want to say, guys, when you're reselling sneakers, if you want to resell sneakers, guys, don't put so much money into your collection. Yes, I'm at a point where I can have a lot of money in my collection because of what I do reselling. But when you're starting off, don't go crazy with the personal pairs because they're going to affect the amount of revenue, the amount of money that's going in your business. So guys, when you're starting off, don't go to so many personal pairs. Like for instance, like with me, when I started reselling, I didn't have that much personal pairs. And when I did have personal pairs, I sold them so I could get a revenue running. Like that's the biggest thing, guys. Don't buy so many personal pairs when you're starting reselling. Jordan 4 Lightnings are easily a hold. Hold till Christmas. You'll be able to pop them off. Hold till Christmas. Guys, trying to get all these questions. Yes, the Oreo 5s are sold out men's sizes, but you can find GS at boutiques and everything. Anywhere restocking Lightning 4 apps or stores. Check Jimmy Jazz. If you have a Jimmy Jazz buyer area, and check Finishline as well. I sold all my Lightnings. Guys, hey, Lightnings wasn't a bad sell when they first came out. It wasn't a bad sell, so don't be sad that you do that. Oh, finish. I didn't know eBay's going to start charging soon, man. eBay's been doing that over $100 for a while, so I hope they stay it. But Saul said they're going to charge soon. Just wrap. Everyone needs to stop selling on Golden Stock, and they take too much. Yes, Golden Stock takes too much money, so don't rely on them. They take a lot of money. The Pink Ducks dropped yesterday. I think they are, or the Bordeaux. I don't know what they're called, but there should be leftovers tomorrow. So a lot of stores in Chicago didn't get the Jordan 1 Starfish. I don't know why, but a lot of stores didn't get them. So I don't have any right now on the Jordan 1 Starfish, but they're not a bad shoe to have to sell. So I made the most money on a shoe ever was I'm trying to think. It might have been these. I sold it for 3,000, like 300, and it cost me $200. So I made $3,100 on one shoe. So this was my most revenue or most profit on the shoe was a GSI. I sold it for like 3,300, and I bought the shoe for 200. So that's 3,100 profit. So that was the most money I made on a shoe right here. So I didn't get bot free access. Remember, Illinois doesn't have it yet. Okay, a couple more questions. A lot of profit in used shoes. So guys, yes, thank you for saying that, PR23. There's a lot of profit on used shoes. Used shoes have a lot of profit. I don't do it anymore, but when I started reselling, used shoes was my go-to. I would get shoes, clean them up, and resell them. So there's a lot of profit. So Florida did get bot free access, but depends on what city you're in. Okay, guys, this is gonna be. I learned that they didn't answer my question. I want to know where you got that very cap information. Hey Saul, I don't know when they talk about the cap information. Can you make a video on how to open an LLC for sneaker reselling? Yes, I'm gonna make that video. Write-offs are going off too, guys. Last thing, the last 2 minutes, guys. Keep like, let's get it 300. Also, what videos you guys want me to make? This is the last thing I'm gonna say. What other videos do you guys want me to make? Because I'm about to get off live in the next 2 minutes. Please tell me what other videos you guys want me to film, because I will do that. So tax exemption, you got to apply for it with the state that you're in, and then they'll give you a form that you'll print off. So it depends on your state. Personal collection, they sell, but they move shoes like other people do. I don't listen to people who they call it. Shoe a brick, 30 or $40. Profit is great. Yes, guys, bricks. I sell mostly bricks. Those $50, those $30, those $40 add up over time. So bricks are not a bad thing. Guys, last thing, what videos you guys want me to make in the future? Because I really want to, get you guys some content you guys would like. The bot free access is glitchy. Yes, it's glitchy. So guys, if it's glitchy on your phone, do it online on the desktop, because that will help as well. Do it on the desktop, because sometimes it's glitchy on the phone. Do it on the desktop. What do you think style will be on the bread pan leathers? Man, I don't know, because they pushed them back, so there should be more pairs. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be like 80,000 maybe. I don't really know. I don't really know because they pushed them back because all the pairs weren't here on time. So I think there will be more stock than people would say there was going to be. I do bookkeeping and taxes. I'm available for new retails if needed. Okay. Fonzie D Vibe said he's a bookkeeper. So investment holding 3 pairs. Yes, pawns are a good investment if you get them for retail. Collection video, day in the life videos are fire. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing that, Chan man. I hope states without early access on Finishline. I got access and I couldn't pick up a size or use my points. So it's glitchy. Make sure you do it on your desktop if you can't do it on the phone. So guys, man, I gotta go. Really appreciate you guys, man. If you want me to continue to go on live, man, make sure when I post this video, like it, comment, go back on live, because I will go on live more, man. I know I'm busy a lot, but I want to keep on, give you guys some good information that help you guys a lot. So really appreciate you guys, man. We'll see you guys till next time. Sniper out. Peace.